Hi again, YouTubers. So this is my Face of the Month video, and I am really sorry that it's late. I didn't realize that it was already past the 15th until someone commented on a video. With the holidays and everything, I've just kind of been crazy busy and running around every time I have a free chance. So unfortunately, it's a little bit late, but I hope you still enjoy it, and here we go. Alright, so the first thing I do, and I already did it by mistake because I do it out of habit, is the Garnier Skin Renewal Anti-Dark Circle Roller. I put this under my eyes and then I just kind of tap it in. So you can see a little bit of brightness there underneath of it. The next thing I have been using this month is the YSL Touch Eclat foundation. I don't know if you're supposed to shake it. I don't remember what it said, but I always do just to be on the safe side. I have the color B40 because people always ask me this. And what I've been doing is I've been taking my Sigma F80 brush, it's the flat topped one, and I've been putting one pump on, and then I just kind of, you know what, there we go, flip my mirror. Been working it onto my skin. And I just kind of work it in, and then I do the same thing over and over until I feel like I have the right coverage. Now, an interesting thing, I had been using that Coastal Scent brush that had like 6 million letters. It was like the CRSB something something something. That was the dupe of the what was that, the 517, 518, whatever they had, the Coastal Scents one. And somebody mentioned to me that in my Face of the Month video it looked like it was tugging on my skin. So then I started paying attention to that, and it really was. So I went back to my Sigma F80. I don't know why I was so stuck on that one for a while. This one feels so much better on my skin. I don't know. It's one of those things that sometimes you just get stuck on something and you don't really change it. But this one's really, really soft. And also, I'm sorry this video is late. Someone just mentioned that to me in a video, and I was like, oh, wow, you're right. I feel like I'm going to move my camera up just a little bit. There, that way you guys can see a little bit better, hopefully. So then my Laura Mercier Mineral Powder. I'm not as dark right now, so I have been mixing my natural beige with a little bit of real sand. And I just put them both in the cap. There's next to nothing in this real sand one, so I really got to tap at it to get it out. Sephora 55 airbrush. I heard from Lisa D1 that they changed this brush. I don't know why they would do that. She said it is very similar, but I'm shocked that they would do that because it does have such a good following and so many people talk about it. Why would you even, it's that old saying people always say about, what is it, YouTube and Facebook and all them that are always fixing things. Why fix what isn't broken? Don't fix it if it ain't broken or whatever. I don't know. Interesting. I kind of bring it down my neck. I don't bring my other foundation down, my liquid down as much. I kind of bring this down to kind of even everything out. So that, to close that up, I have been using one of two concealers, either the Lancome Waterproof or the Tarte Amazonian Clay. Today I'm going to use my Lancome. I'm getting towards the end of it because I'm really having to squeeze it to get it out. Take a dot, and I put it where the majority of the darkness is, and I let it sit for a second while I do the other eye. You don't want too much of this stuff. See that eye? You're going to see the difference. I have too much of. So, and I go back to the one, I let it sit. It just, if you put, you don't need much of this, like barely a dot. And so now I'm just kind of bringing it all around. Because if you end up with too much, it can look a mess. So there's that. So anyway, I do have another haul video coming up. We go away from Christmas until after New Year's. I am going to try while I'm away, Bare Minerals Well Rested, the powder formula, not the liquid. And I just take a, what is this, Sigma? It's an old 188. I don't remember the new numbers on Sigma. Just a small dual fiber brush. And I use this under my eyes. And it's just softer under your eyes. It doesn't tug or pull, so you can kind of get around a good amount. What was I saying? So anyway, we go away Christmas to New Year's. So, and we turn I'm at my husband's family's house for Christmas. We just did Christmas with my family this weekend, which is why I forgot to put do this video. Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, the milk chocolate one right now. I'm too pale to have the other one. Same Sephora brush. I just kind of do a little bit. I wouldn't call it really contouring. I just kind of bring some color to my face. So Christmas to New Year, Christmas we go to his family's, and then the day after Christmas we leave and go to our other house until New Year's, stay for New Year's. So we'll be back on like the 2nd or 3rd. But as I said, where'd it go? We have been, we turned the internet off there after Labor Day because we don't go back very often. It's not worth keeping it on. So I have been using MAC's Peachykeen. And I take the same Sephora brush and I just kind of run it over that, tap it off. Making Christmas cookies today with my mom. She's coming here. So, tradition, you know. So the holidays are just kind of busy. So you get kind of like, oh, I forgot to do this, I forgot to do that. Well, this is one of the things I forgot to do. So I'm doing it now. I do have a tutorial slash hair for the holidays type video with that, what's it called? FHI runway, the hot roller thing. It's pretty cool. It's got some things that I was still trying to figure out. One or two I'm still working on. It's a great concept. It's just, it like gets a little bit stuck on my hair, like those Velcro roller things. And I don't know why. So still, I go back, when I'm going somewhere that I really want my brows done, I use my Makeup Forever Aqua Brow thing. But most days I use the Blinc Brow Mousse in Auburn. There we go. Flip. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to try and load videos while I'm there. We have a coffee shop that has that one brush sheds like crazy, the little dual fiber one, that I can go to and load. I do take my computer with me, but it's not as easy as just sitting in the house doing it that way. So we'll see. So I'll be back after New Year's. After New Year's, I will have, where is this? I will have my, I'll do kind of a makeup vanity slash a little bit of the room type of thing. I have gone back to using, somebody had said something in a video and I noticed my makeup in it, and luckily I write down what I'm wearing below in most videos, and it had said I was wearing my Dior Rosy Tan quad. What is this called? It's not quad because it's 1.4. Anyway, so I decided to go back to kind of trying to use that. So I take the pink color there with Sigma E55, and I just kind of get it on the brush, and I start kind of at the middle of my eye into the inner corner, and I take this all the way up. So I put this all over my eye. But when I first put the brush down, I'm putting it down right here. I don't want to put it down close to my brow bone or anything like that. So I do take it all over though. Then I have been taking this brush. I have no idea. It has no name on it, anything, where it came from, but for some reason I like it. And the darkest color. And I just dot this into that and tap it off. I just put it right here in my outer corner. The outer V, as they say. Interesting thing about my eyes, for some reason, this eye, it like has a spot that no matter what I do, it kind of, like the eyeshadow does not sit the same on this corner. Like, see how it comes out a little bit more here than here? No matter what I do, I don't care what kind of brush I use, what, like, it does not matter. It doesn't, just doesn't match up exactly. It just has this like dead spot. I don't know. So then I take, this is a Coastal Scents brush that I like too, BRCN06. It's kind of like a 217, but it's a little bit stiffer, so you get a little bit more control with it. And then I've been taking the more shimmer of the two light brown colors on this brush, tap it off, and start right at the outer V where that darker color is and bring it in. And then I just come back and blend with it and then go up a little bit into my brow bone. Same thing with the other eye. people say I talk too much in these videos, but how boring would it be if I'm just sitting here putting on makeup and not talking to you about anything else? Like while I'm blending, like what would you see? You would just have me sitting here. How boring would that be? So that's those. Then I take MAC's Soft Brown, same brush, just because it gives a nice warmth to this somehow. Really, you can see the difference there. We have this stupid, the people that owned this house before us, I guess, had Verizon Fios, which we don't have. We have Comcast, and which is totally different around everywhere. But strangely enough, like they had this box and it's plugged in and it's for Verizon, and the stupid thing keeps beeping at me and saying the battery's low. Well, it's plugged in. Why is the battery low? So I've been listening to a beep for 2 days and I got to call them and figure it out. I have a little container that has some MAC Fix Plus in it. Put a little bit in the cap, and then I take a Sephora. It was a double-ended brush for brows and liner. I don't even think they carry it anymore. And my Chanel pan liner. I use the flat black side, the one right there. I just get the brush wet, you can see, and the brush is getting like saturated. And then I go in and I start with tight lining first, which is basically not putting the liner on your waterline as much as close to your lash line as possible. And this is used just to make your lashes look thicker. You can see the difference right there. Do the same thing on the other eye. And I just get in here. But yeah, so I hear the beeping and nobody else hears it but me. And it drives me crazy. So I'm hearing it now, which I'm sure you guys aren't. So I get just a tad bit more water on it. Go back in, do the same thing. And then I'm going to go on the top line. And again, I'm keeping this super close to the lash line. If I'm going out at night, I'll do it a little bit more dramatic, but for every day this is fine. And honestly, this is more than I would wear just every day. I've just been doing this because I feel like it. Plus, honestly, I think it's also because we've had so many more people stopping by and so many more things going on during the day and on weekends at this time of year that I have been wearing more and putting more effort into it, I would say, than I have in the last couple months. So that's the top liner. And whatever is left on the brush, I kind of go in and connect it at that outer point and then just go along my lash line here. But I don't go all the way in. I kind of stop right at where my pupil is. Same thing on this side. See, I hear it beeping now, and you guys probably, well, plus I'm talking, so just make sure it's connected. Then I take a little makeup designery brush, 300S, tiny, tiny little brush, and I go into that shimmery brown color, get a little bit on the brush, and I kind of just smudge it into that color that I just put down. So it kind of softens it so the bottom line doesn't look so harsh. You can see the difference there. It looks a little bit harsh right away because I'm like dragging it along, but as it softens, I think it looks nice. It makes a difference. Just kind of completes it. I think for some reason these colors, in that video, I really noticed that my the blue of my eyes looked very blue. I don't know why. You guys tell me. I know my lighting here, which by the way, I changed bulbs again this time, and I think I might have it. You guys tell me, oh, my hair's a mess, what you guys think of the lighting. This may or may not be the way I'm going. You tell me. So next, mascara. I use the Lancome Cils Booster XL. I love this stuff. And I have been using, what is it, Latisse at night. And what a difference it's already made. And I'm only like, what, today is, I think 3 weeks in. 3 weeks in? 2 weeks in. So 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks. Yeah. Because they say it takes 6 weeks to see the like full results. But it's definitely showing a difference. So I'm impressed by that. So I just put this on both eyes. Because that way by the time I get back to the regular mascara, this is kind of set a little bit. This is the end of this tube. I have another one already because I like this stuff so much. But this one is, it's getting harder to coat. Plus it's kind of turned gray from having mascara mixed in with it, and liner. So it's a little bit hard to tell when it's on your lashes. Sorry, CoverGirl Lash Exact. Probably one of my all-time favorite mascaras that I always seem to go back to. It really just, I feel like, separates. I don't know if you can even tell, but I find it really does a great job, and it's so easy to work with. The brush isn't too thick. It's a nice, like, thin, there you go, brush. Put a little bit on my bottom lashes, but I don't wear a lot of mascara on my bottom lashes. I don't find this one to flake or transfer. Oh, I got some of that makeup on my cheek. And a piece of brush hair. I'm doing good. So anyway, so I hope everyone has a great holiday and gets to enjoy it. And a New Year's. Like, this New Year's is going to be different. It's going to be the first year we're really not going out. Because we're going to our summer house in the winter. And usually Marty's brother, sister, and a bunch of friends come and stay with us, and we go out. But we have MJ, so we're not going out this year. But I will tell you what, that kid amazes me. We went to his parents' house a couple weeks ago for their Christmas party where they had, like, I don't know, 60 plus people, and put him in bed before they got there because he goes to bed around 6:30 and he sleeps through the night till 7 in the morning. And he slept through that entire party. I was so impressed. Like, I thought for sure, I was walking around with the monitor, I thought for sure he'd want to wake up. Carolers, people yelling, screaming, drinking. Like, he stayed the whole time. My little pencil case thing, MAC Whirl. But I was so impressed. He slept through that entire party. He went down, I put him down a little early to make sure he was kind of dead asleep before people got there. Because the party started at 7. He slept 6:30, woke up the next morning at 6:30. Like, Chanel Madamoselle. I'm really liking this color. And I am going to wear my hair down today. I find I can't wear a darker lip per se when my hair is up. Looks too harsh. Makeup Forever. What is this? Lab Shine Star Color S2. Just a pretty color. But yeah, so I was amazed that he, like, slept that great. I'm going to do my hair next. Oh, and I tend to forget this in these videos. The Scandinavia Bridal Makeup Spray. Shake it really, really well. And just let it dry and you're good to go. And that is my face of the month. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions on anything you saw here. And I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday and a happy new year. If the other videos that are going up are pre-taped ones, so if I don't get back on before then to actually say this to you, I hope you guys do. And I will see you guys in the new year. Have a great one. Bye.